you a cuckold? So what is a cuckold? So a cuckold is defined as a man who gets turned on or likes the idea of another more superior man being with his wife and kind of putting him down and making him less of a male than he is. So let's start with number one. Wearing another man's sports jersey. So it's something that is incredibly common. You see tons of guys doing it. So they put on a jersey of their favorite sports team or their favorite athlete, right? So what you're doing essentially is you're wearing another man's name on your back. You're walking around, you're showing everybody how much you love him, how much you support him, how much you look up to him, right? While he's getting all this money, you know, living the lifestyle, being with a bunch of girls or whatever he is doing, and you are lauding it. You are looking up to him. You are putting him on a pedestal as if he is better than you, and you're doing so by wearing his name on your back. Okay, number two, your girl or wife wants you to get a vasectomy. Now, there's nothing much more cuckold than this. I mean, she, instead of having you buy the balls, she actually wants to remove your balls. So your manhood is in your testicles. Your manhood is what creates new life. Your manhood is what allows you to procreate. Don't let your girl tell you to get a vasectomy. Number three, you let your wife or girlfriend run the relationship. So now this means that you are the submissive partner in the relationship. So you have to ask permission a lot. You have to ask permission to hang out with your friends. You have to ask permission to spend money. You have to ask permission and what she thinks is the best thing. She is the final say. You have to have her opinion on everything. So if you're in a relationship where you are always asking permission, you are always kind of seeking her approval, and you're not running the show, and you enjoy it and you're okay with it, then you may be a cuckold. Number four, you are raising another man's kid. Now, I don't like to put down stepfathers because a step-parent is an incredibly notable thing. However, if you really think about it, the idea of raising another man's child is you are investing almost 20 years into offspring that is not yours. And how did this offspring occur? Through the orgasm of another man. You may love their mom and you may love the idea of being with their mom, and you could kind of get that back by having kids with her, right? And just having the stepchild on the side. It doesn't mean you can't love the stepchild, but they're never going to respect you like they would their actual dad because they are not from you. Number five, you have a small member. So if you have a small member, the average in America is 6 inches, you naturally have an insecurity that you're less than, right? Doesn't mean that you're less than, but you naturally likely have an insecurity that you are. So you may kind of get off to bigger men. You may kind of get off to guys who have bigger members, right? Because you feel in your mind that they will satisfy your wife or girl better. And that's kind of the first step into the illusion that you are less than, which leads to you being a cuckold. Number six, you hear "I'm too tired for sex" a lot from your girl. So you're gonna wanna have sex, right? And then she's gonna say, "I have a headache, I'm tired, I had a long day, I don't feel like doing that." Or the positions are starting to get less and you're starting to get just like one position missionary and it's just kind of getting boring. She's saying she's tired, she's saying she's worn out, she's saying she had a long day. And women do not have the same sex drives as men, so you can't always expect them to be always, ready to go like men are. But if she's doing it all the time and it doesn't seem like she's ever initiating it and the sex is boring or it's just not how it used to be or even close to, it's not that she doesn't want to have sex, period. It's that she doesn't want to have sex with you. Because remember the time when she was having sex good? That's because you were new and something interesting. Now, she is looking to fulfill her sexual desires with someone else, someone bigger, someone stronger, someone more man than you. And if you're okay with that, then you may be a cuckold. Number seven, you get turned on when your girl gets attention. So if she gets Instagram DMs from other guys and she shows you or you catch it and it kind of turned you on, or you're out at a bar or a restaurant and she's getting flirted on with other guys and she's kind of flirting back and you kind of like that and you kind of feel like, yeah, he deserves it, he's a better man than me, and you kind of like it and feel like you need to pay tribute to him, then you may be a cuckold. Number 8, you watch a lot of porn. And a lot of guys watch a lot of porn. It's so available nowadays, but you watch it in a different way. Instead of watching it and kind of imagining you're the guy, you look up to the guy and you think that he's better than you, or he has a bigger member than you, or he's pleasing his girl better, and you feel like you want to watch and you want to pay tribute to your master or your king. If you're doing that while you're watching it and you think that he's better than you, he's making that girl so satisfied, and you feel like you can't do that, you don't want to do that, and you just want to watch, be a voyeur, you will never please her in that way, but you feel like you need to pay tribute to him for being able to do so, you may be a cuckold. Number 9, your wife cheated on you and you were okay with it. So your wife actually was done by another man, and she opened up her legs and her body and took the seed of another man, and you were okay with it. You let it go. You figured you did something, or you weren't good enough, or she deserves better, so, it's okay, right? You are allowing another man, in the cuckold community it's called a bull, you allowed another man to bull your wife while you sit there and just let it happen. So you put this man on a pedestal once again and said that you are better than me and you're able to take my wife. I'd like you to have my wife. It's okay that you had my wife or girlfriend or whatever. Number 10, you crave humiliation. So you like to be humiliated, whether in bed, right? So you like when your girl says nasty things about you when you're having sex, or you like being humiliated in real life. So you like when people put you down. You like when your friends call you a loser or a piece of shit or not good or not carrying your weight. You like it. It kind of makes you feel happy. It makes you feel like you're in your place. Finally, if this does describe you, if you are a cuckold, it doesn't mean you're a bad person. It just means in the male hierarchy that you're lower. So there's alpha, there's sigmas, there's betas, and then there's lower versions of that, right? So you may be on the lower version of that, and that doesn't mean you're a bad person. It just means that in a tribe, you would have been the lower male. You wouldn't have had the privilege to reproduce, right? If you look at gorillas or any other kind of primates, there's usually a head alpha male, and then he mates with all the females. So essentially all the children are from him and the other ones don't get to do so, right? So you're very likely one of them. And in our modern day society, it doesn't work like that. The alpha male doesn't take all the females, right? A lot of betas take all the females. In fact, betas make excellent husbands because they follow the feminist narrative. So if you follow the feminist narrative and you are resonating with some or all of these points, you may be a cuckold. And if that's what you are, then that's okay. You accept your place on the male hierarchy, and maybe you either find your purpose in something else besides reproducing with women, or you go through the cuckold lifestyle and you find a bull and you allow him to be with your wife, and you could watch, or you could be part of it, or maybe that turns you on, right? That's essentially what it is. So then you go and do that. So either way, you have to find out what works for your life. Okay guys, if you like this kind of content, make sure you subscribe. Like, share this video, leave me your comment below. Are you a cuckold? Have you embraced the cuckold lifestyle? Do you agree with these points? Let me know in the comments below, guys. Until next time, take care. Bye.